Welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today I have for you a fun Dollar Tree Halloween pumpkin wreath. Yesterday I made a pumpkin wreath and I turned it into a little gingerbread and it turned out so cute, so I couldn't wait to make another one today. So you're going to need one of the Dollar Tree pumpkin wreath forms. Hobby Lobby also has the pumpkin wreath forms if you can't find it at Dollar Tree. And you're going to need some fabric, and this is just a really thin white fabric. I really needed something a little bit thicker, and you're also going to need some black felt. Then you're going to want to trace your pumpkin frame on your white fabric. Make sure you leave plenty of extra room because the frame does bow out and you're going to be hot gluing the fabric onto the frame. So leave a lot of extra space so that you have plenty of room to hot glue the fabric onto the frame. You can choose whatever color fabric and felt that you would like. I just happen to have these left over from yesterday's DIY. Once you have your pumpkin framed, traced, you're going to cut it out, and you do not have to worry about cutting straight lines and being neat because you're going to hot glue it onto your frame. I am using Gorilla Glue hot glue sticks and Gorilla Glue hot glue gun, and I have mine on low temp setting, but you might want to put on your hot glue finger guards for this next part. Center your pumpkin frame up on your fabric and flip it over so that you have the back side going up toward the ceiling, and then you're just going to add some hot glue to the wire outline of the pumpkin frame and hot glue your fabric on. Just be very careful when you do this part. The fabric that I used yesterday for the little gingerbread DIY, it was a thicker fabric than this fabric, and it glued on a lot more smooth and just had a lot better shape, so it looked better on the frame than this fabric does. So I would recommend, if you can find a pretty good quality, maybe like a fleece blanket. I know Walmart has some for $3.78 out for the holidays, so if you could find a white one or a cream colored one, that would probably be a good option. And here I'm just hot gluing it all around the edges. Just try to get it as smooth and tight as possible on the frame, and this is how it looks when you get it finished. And now I am going to put stripes on my pumpkin. So I am just taking all you'll need is one sheet, but if you can, get two just in case you mess up. And I am just cutting it into 3 strips, and I am going to hot glue the strips onto the pumpkin frame on the front. I am not good at cutting straight lines, so I use these scissors that do the little zigzag pattern. I'm not sure what they're called, but they really work out great when you can't cut straight lines. There's lots of different ways you can decorate your pumpkin. You could do it whatever color that you would like. I'm just giving you some ideas and some examples, and I have lots of pumpkin wreath tutorials on my YouTube channel. I included a few at the end of this video that I did this fall. These strips of felt are a little bit short. You will need 2 sheets of felt. I forgot that I had to get another sheet out to finish out the stripes at the top. So make sure you get 2, if you can, 3 sheets of the felt. I think they're around 32 cents at Walmart. I like to play around and make sure I have everything in place just like I want before I hot glue things on. I picked up these Halloween picks at Dollar General for $3 each. Now we're going to tie a pretty bow for the top of the pumpkin wreath. Once you get the bow the size you want, then you're going to want to take some floral wire or a zip tie, wrap it nice and tight around the center of your bow, and I like to use zip ties. Next, I'm going to dovetail the ends, fold the end in half with the edges to the left side, go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the end. It just kind of dresses up your bow, or you could cut it at a slant or knife cut. And you'll want to use ribbon with wire because the loops will stand up. The bow just holds its shape better and it's easier to work with. This is 2.5-inch width ribbon with wire. Now I'm just opening up the loops and shaping my bow. I have lots of bow tutorials on my YouTube channel. I even have a bow tutorial playlist if you'd like to check that out. So here's how the bow looks when you get it fluffed and shaped. And then we're going to make a little swag before we attach the bow. The easiest way to attach your bow is to take a piece of floral wire, thread it underneath your zip tie if you used a zip tie. So I'm just using 20 gauge floral wire and I'm going to thread it underneath the zip tie, and that way I can easily attach my bow to a wreath or whatever craft project I'm working on. Next, I'm taking my Halloween picks and I am going to make a little swag. Now, one of the picks was a little bit thin because I'd cut a few pieces off, so I did 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and I just overlapped the stems and zip tied them together. Now I'm taking my bow, I'm taking the wires that are on my bow, going to wrap those wires around my swag that I just made, going to go to the back of the swag and give those wires a few twists, and I'm going to leave the wires long. Now I'm going to take the wires and I am going to the top of the pumpkin, and I am going to wrap those wires around the stem of the pumpkin. Then I'm going to go to the back, and those wires that are still exposed right there, I'm going to wrap the wires around the frame, and then I'm going to twist them, cut them off short, and fold them down. And then I'm going to add a zip tie to that same bar on the pumpkin frame. That way I can hang it up easily on my door, and this wreath will need to be kept inside just like the little gingerbread wreath. I also added a few of the ghost pumpkin stickers. I just hot glued them on. I did one on the bow and then one on the left stripe and one on the right stripe. And this is how it looks, so you'll have to let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give this video a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share this tutorial with a friend. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And I'm going to, in the description box below, I am going to link my other DIYs using this Dollar Tree pumpkin frame. So don't forget to check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching.